Yes, this is what happened at the background. The lawyer was caught up talking to the boss baby, explaining some spellings. And yes, we are here again with the Life Transformation Talk. You are welcome to this show and welcome home. This is your family. This is where we are going to share a lot of information to empower ourselves to become a little better than what we were just yesterday, last month, last week, last year, just to be and to improve on ourselves. So we have been talking about different topics, but this week we have been talking specifically on feedbacks. And we talked about silencing the inner voice. We talked about how we experience internal feedbacks from our own selves and also from others, how we can handle negative feedbacks. Let us know on the comment section if you have been watching us for maybe you watch one day on the feedback. Please type one on the comment section. If you watch maybe twice, three times, let us know. And when was that you watched and what was that topic? Let us know. I hope you learned something. We are talking about feedbacks from within ourselves and also from others, how we can handle feedbacks, more especially those ones which are negative and also those ones which are positive, how we can take action because the feedback that improve us to help us to become a better version of our own self. So today we are going to talk about the feedback that we give others. So we need to know that we give others what we also seek others to give from us. I just borrowed this lawyer here for just a very short time, and she has something that she's going to do. Oh, you want to be with me? You want to be with me? Okay, let me ask you maybe some questions. Maybe you will help us. We are talking about feedback, and feedback is like if someone has seen you doing something good and congratulate you and say, thank you, you've done well. How do you feel when someone tells you?
I can feel excited because if you do something good, something good might happen. Someone might do something good to you. You might never know. It might happen. But just know that always do good stuff, even though there's no reward. Do good.
Yeah. So my question is, how do you feel when someone's saying, wow, that was great. That was good work. Excellent. Keep up. How do you feel?
Feel happy.
Okay. Now, what if someone tells you, wow, that's amazing, but there is this part that you need to improve, you need to do better. And could you please change that? How do you feel?
I would just do what they told me. I would try to improve. I'll do my best.
Uh-huh.
You always have to do your best when you're doing something. Even though you cannot do it perfectly, just do your best.
Yeah, and I truly agree with you that many times we are on a learning process, we make a lot of mistakes and we learn from our mistakes and we learn from the feedback. Sometimes we don't see the mistakes that we do. It is in our blind spot, in a place we don't see, we don't realize, or sometimes even we don't see how our life, our actions impact others. So when we get a feedback like, oh, that is good, but this part is not right, we have to take it positive because that feedback is first congratulate you or showed you the best part that you have done and also showed you the part that maybe you missed it. So that's a very important part that we need to pick the message that can be able to change us. Okay, now the other side. If you get a very negative feedback from someone, what are you doing? This is bad. This is what you are calling you names. How will you feel?
I just leave them alone because you just need to walk away from the people who just keep being negative stuff. If you believe in them, then you might think that you were doing something bad and then you but you are actually doing something good, and then you do the bad thing instead. So just walk away from the negative people and move yourself forward to the positive.
Wow, that's amazing. We have never discussed this. I just borrowed her because of the color of her clothes. So I said, wow, your clothes will look nice on camera. I just need you to compliment me. And that's how she ended up in this show. But what she's contributing is really true. Tina, I really agree with you. I even talked about it, I think, on day 3 about differentiating the message that we get from the feedback from the emotion. Sometimes the feedback, if it is more negative, sometimes it comes from a different place. It can come from a place of envy, jealous, it can come from a place of pride, a lot of other things that can bring negative feedback that really don't intend to make you grow, but it's intended to bring you down. So separate the message from the messenger. Sometimes the message is the feedback is delivered in a wrong way, but it has good information that can develop you in it. That's why I agree with Tina. She said that you have to pick the things that you need to change and walk away from the negativity. And that's true, Tina. And that's very important that we also watch who are in our surrounding. Like we need to we normally joke this that if there are 5 thieves and you're one of their friends, what happens?
You count them and you say they are 5, but you are one of them.
Okay, what about when we bring it to in a positive way? If there are 5 excellent people and you are a friend of those 5 excellent people,
you are one of the excellent.
So how will the number become? Still remain 5?
6.
Yeah. So then the people that are in our surroundings that are within us impact our lives. In even though we think, oh, I will not be like them, gradually we will learn. And it is very good when we are within positive people. We can even improve better and grow better. So that is very important. Thank you, Tina, for that. I don't know you were this wise. That's why you are the lawyer, right? Yes.
I did myself. I am so.
You're self-employed. So what are you now?
The judge.
You are the judge. Wow, that's amazing. So that helped me to correct myself when I am addressing you, my judge. Yes, this is my judge here, and we are talking about feedbacks. And remember, there's this thing that in the Bible, we read the Bible, we have devotions in the evening, and there's this verse that says that do to others what you want others to do for you.
If you do good to other people, the good thing will come back to you. If you do bad, even worse will come back.
Mm-hmm. And that is so true. If we expect good things, we also need to give the good to others that we expect them. So give what you seek. You give what we seek. For example, I cannot be giving negative feedbacks to other people, and I want maybe 10 people or different people to give me a positive feedback. I cannot give from what I don't have. So it has to come from ourselves that we give a positive feedback that help other people to grow, that help them to become better versions of themselves. And the same will come to us, just like as my judge has said, that if you do bad, you may expect the worst. So it's very important we can be those people that can lift other people so that we too can be lifted too. So what about at school? Have you ever got a positive feedback from your teacher saying, "Wow, that's amazing! Well done. Have you done? Have you got that?"
Yeah.
What was that? What was it? What was it about?
I was doing an assessment, and when I finished, they said I'm going to pass with flying colors.
Wow.
But in another assessment, they said that you have done good on this part, but here you need to improve. So yeah, I've improved and I have done the same part of the assessment and I have passed again now.
Wow.
So if you improve, you might receive the best results.
Wow, that's amazing. And what is the difference between the first that you got it right and they say it was they even anticipated that you were going to do better, and the other one you passed one side and the other side you didn't do well, and they let you know the part that you were weak at and you worked hard to improve on it, and later you passed it right? Was that what you are meaning?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the feeling like in these two scenarios?
In the first one, I was very happy. In the second one, I was a bit happy.
And that's a big mixed reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was what exactly we talked about, Tina. We talked about it yesterday. We talked about our ego. Sometimes when we have feedbacks, and most especially when it's negative one, and we maybe sometimes that was from your teacher, right? Sometimes the feedback can be from someone that you did not expect that could give you feedback. Like yesterday, I gave example of sometimes you people correct me, right? You correct me and your children. And sometimes my ego can just come up and say, what do you know? Don't you know that I'm your mother? But yet you have message, you have really something to that can improve me. If I act on it, it can help us grow, or it can help me develop or change for a better. So that's exactly what happens. Sometimes when we receive feedbacks, we maybe not sometimes, most especially with everyone else wants the best feedbacks. Oh, excellent, you're doing great. But sometimes those feedbacks are good. But if it didn't mention the part where we are weak at, and then we may not grow. And we need to encourage the good part and show the bad, that maybe the weak area, the blind spot that we didn't know better, and be able to improve on it. And by that, like for your example, you realize though you were 50-50, you are not happy that being shown that this one you didn't do well, can you improve on that? You were not 100% happy in that, but that helped you work hard, and then now you passed everything, you did very well, and you were very excited at the end, right? So that helps us when we take feedback, even the negative feedback. If it is delivered in a right way, we need to take action, because what can differentiate the best that we desire from what we just dream of is the action. The catalyst is the action that we take. Now, take example, if you did not improve on the areas, maybe you did not know those areas you were weak at, and the teacher did not mention to you, do you think you would improve on it?
Yeah, I will first go through it, and if your mind does not know that it is not correct, when they are marking it, they might tell you that you need to improve in that. And then in the next one, you will improve and maybe get a nice result.
Yeah, now what if, take example where if the teacher did not tell you that this was, you didn't know that that answer was wrong, or maybe that thing was not right, you did not know, and the teacher did not tell you, do you think by any chance you could perform the way you have performed at the end?
If you have tried your top best, you will.
Yes.
Because the best will receive the best.
Yes, because she always wants to be at the top. That's why. she doesn't want to accept that. And that's okay. That's okay with everyone. But the point here is that many times maybe we don't know what we don't know. Maybe we don't know what we don't know. And if we don't know what we don't know, that's a big problem, because how will we improve? It will not be easy, but it takes someone to tell us, maybe to see, as we say, that feedback is like seeing yourself in another angle. or maybe someone seeing you in their own lens, borrowing their lens to see yourself. That is what feedback is all about. So it's important that we act on the feedback that is given. It could be in our career, it could be at a place of work. I am working and I love my job, and not everything that I know in a place of work, because, for example, I just shifted to a new career, new industry. Everything is completely new, and I am on a learning process. And though I learn, there are some things that sometimes, of course, I have some people who support me. My team, they really support me, but maybe it's sometimes not possible that they say everything at the same time. There are something that maybe by any chance I did not get it, or maybe they even told me and I did not get it. I did not understand because it's something brand new. And as I am here also new in the country, I am learning a lot. There are some things that I might have not got well, and I did it. And my manager, maybe my team, could come and say, Sunday, this is not right. This is not, but I love them because they tell me always in a good way that this is not right. This is how it is. And now they explain, I now understand. So that was a very good feedback, because the same thing, if it comes again, I save myself from doing the same mistake. I can be able to improve and know that, oh, this is supposed to be like that, and it's supposed to be like this and that, and that helps me to improve on my performance, improve on my service that I offer in everything. It's this feedback in everyday life, even in parenting. like like here, I have 4 of these boss babies, and they 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 are really not as they are good. They are blessing from God. But everyone who is a parent will know that there are moments which you are not friends, where you become the mother, the police, the police person, and you become to check what is not right, and you have to let them know, because we have to let them know that what maybe they did something and they did not know it was not right. You as a parent or maybe a guardian, you have to tell them, okay, this you did was good, but this one is not right. You have to do it this way and that way, and they improve and change. So it is both ways, as we want to receive all good feedbacks. It's also very important for us to receive any feedback that lead us to our transformation and to our change. So as my lawyer here, I'm sorry,
Judge.
my judge, sorry, my lord, my judge here, she was a lawyer before. She was a lawyer before, and she's self-employed. By the way, she's not working in any industry. And this is a disclaimer that she is a self-lifted lawyer. She has not gone to a law school, and she's just by herself upgraded herself from a lawyer to a judge. So she first wanted to be a lawyer, and I don't know why she decided to say that she is now a judge. We don't know. Maybe she got a feedback from herself, maybe from someone. Can you please tell us how that from lawyer to judge come from?
So I was saying I wanted to become a lawyer.
First of all, what is the background? Why do you want to become a lawyer?
Because it gets paid hefty money. So yeah.
Uh-huh.
So then I thought about what about a judge?
Mhm.
Because a judge will also give some, like, to, if you are dealing with a problem and you're a judge
Mhm.
and someone is trying to sue someone for something,
Mhm.
you also need to give someone some money to
Yeah.
sue that thing, maybe.
Bribe. No,
Right.
there's
No.
no bribe.
Okay, no bribe. No bribe. Okay, so just know that judges
This is
get,
just for fun, guys.
Yeah.
This is not a real true lawyer. He has not gone and studied law. I don't know even if I don't know how that lawyer and upgrade to judge came from, but we're just getting it now.
So then I thought about a judge. Because a lawyer first has to be a lawyer for being a judge.
Yes.
Now a judge will, if a lawyer gets paid a lot of money, a judge will get even more. So that's
So it is all about money that inspires you.
and I will use that money to help other people.
Oh, you want to help other people? What kind of people do you want to help?
Like the people who are like living on the streets, or maybe some people who need children who need help, or other people that are children.
That's a good one. I did not know your reason of becoming a judge is to help others. That's a good one. But you know that it takes a lot also. You have to prepare your mindset to become a judge. You have to study. That is watching. He said, may God bless your future. Thank you, Dad. He's watching from the place of work. So you have to prepare your mind. Just like every day I remind you, you want to be a judge, you have to toughen your emotions. You don't have to be someone who cries easily because it's going to be a tough argument and defending your person. You see, you have to learn all this and you have to be able to manage your own emotions. That's really something I always remind you to work on. And I'm so grateful you are improving. Improving because I have not seen the lawyer that cries a lot. That's why that's also a feedback that I gave her when she said she wants to be a lawyer and she cried. She is very emotional. And I could remind her that for you to be a lawyer, you need to be strong-hearted. You need to be able to defend your clients very well and defend their cases very well so that they can also recommend you for others. Since you wanted to have more money to help the street children, so you can have a lot of money, but first you have to offer a good service so that those people who were your clients before, they can give a positive feedback to other people about you. So many times the feedback is not only to us, it's also some people talking about you can be a very good feedback that they can recommend you for maybe someone having another case and say, oh, I have a lawyer, a very great judge, and she's called Tina. And they will come back, you just receive a call, hi Tina, this is I have a case, could you please tell me, or whatever, I don't know the procedure. I did go for a law for something to a court since I was born, but I was able to meet a lawyer this last week. I was nervous, something I have never done before, but it was really worth it. I was afraid, but I faced my fears, and it was something that was just normal. It was a normal thing. So let us know what you want to tell our audience. We are talking about feedbacks from what about do you think about yourself sometimes something comes to your mind that is negative or positive?
Sometimes I think that I should maybe if I am scared to do something, my positivity will push me to do that thing.
You see that?
If it's good to do it, positivity will push you. If it's bad, negativity will push you.
But how do you know it's good and how do you know it's bad?
Because if it is good, your mind will tell you that it's good. If you don't, you're stupid.
No. I can't do that. Yeah, that we talked about this. You are not wrong. We talked about your intuition. Follow your intuition, what your heart is telling you. If you're doing something, you can judge by your own self if that thing is worth doing it or not. You can be able to judge by yourself. So we say that on getting feedback because we are working on trusting ourselves. The other week we talked about trusting your own self. We say that we need to trust ourselves 95% from within ourselves. I have to trust myself 95%. and I trust you 5%. Ah, yes. And same to you. You have to trust yourself more than you trust others. Because if you trust yourself more, you get to be productive, you get to be creative, you get to understand yourself better, you get to understand which areas that you're weak at so you can be able to improve. You get to understand a lot of things. But that does not mean that you don't have to trust others. You need to trust others too, but not as more as you trust yourself. Because much of the growth will come from within ourselves. And even how we can accept the feedback and take action, it has to come from us. The power has to come from us. The motivation comes from us. That's why we need to trust ourselves more than we trust others. I shared my story before where I was battling with self-esteem, with a low self-esteem. And when I wanted to do something, I don't decide by myself. I went around to ask people if I was able to do it, or maybe if I am fit for it. And guess what? The feedbacks I got was all negative, and I decided to sit by myself and take action, get to trust myself, and took action. Because sometimes people see you in just one angle, they don't know much deeper about yourself. So the only person who knows you more better is your own self, that you know yourself better, your strength, even your capacity to learn, you know yourself better. So I'm so thankful to have you, my judge. Thank you. My judge. I'm so thankful to have you. And let us know, guys, where you're watching us from. This is Miss Sunday with the Life Transformation Talk. And today I'm joined by my special guest that I just grabbed by because of her bright color. Her bright color, what do you call this one?
Jump.
Her bright color jumper. So I just borrowed her, and interestingly, she really has good points. And I thank you for all your points that you shared. It is really so happy. I pray that one time I'll really get you in one of my show, and we'll have a questions and answer time with you. And if that is okay, I will invite you as my guest speaker. Is that okay? Okay, that's amazing. So it's amazing to have you here this evening. This show was supposed to be in the morning, but I was so busy preparing for exams. Tomorrow I have exams. And from tomorrow, I may come live on over the afternoon, or maybe in the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Sunday, I will come live maybe twice to talk about the feedbacks that we talked on the five series that we talked, five different topics we talked, and what is the feedback? What do we learn something? Has it improved ourselves? Has it made us far better than what we were before? And on Monday, we'll be starting up another series that will be Model 5. We are going to start up another series, and I can't wait to start that together with you because it's going to be so juicy. It's going to be so juicy. Delicious things are coming up. They are coming up. As I told you that we learn from our mistakes. From the start, I am learning because after talking, I go and watch it again. And I learn some of the areas that I need to improve on. And little by little, I'm improving and getting better to where I want it to be. So I say that we have to have this journey of transformation together with you, because this will also help you. And kindly share. Don't be selfish. Just to watch it and remain with you. Share with someone. You never know how it will help someone. More especially the topic on feedbacks. We talked about it for the last 5 days. Today is the fifth day. We talked about trusting ourselves for 5 days. We talked about self-love for, I think, 7 days. We talked um, loving ourselves. There were so many topics. We are going to have the review of all those topics we talked about from tomorrow and Sunday. And next tomorrow, we are going to start new series. So I can't wait to see them. Let us know where you're watching from, because we are being watched globally in all parts of the world. So me and my judge, we are in Townsville. and it's already coming to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. and she's almost going to sleep. So preparing for tomorrow. I can't wait to see you tomorrow afternoon. I'll be live in the afternoon or in the evening, same time, maybe in the afternoon, and maybe I may come twice tomorrow to talk about the online business. And for those ones who wanted to know more about the online business, can I give the chance to my judge to just share to people about how they can start up their own online business?
You sign up to get free access to our info session. www.sundayandjiggeronline.com. There's a free 19 minutes workshop. You can find more information, and maybe you can watch one of the Empower Her shows. You might find something that can help you there.
Yeah. Before she became the lawyer and became the judge, she was my marketing officer. She was my marketing officer, and so sharing about the business even in her school. She got it because when I go live, they're just hearing what I talk and they pick up from there. And sometimes I also go live with them. We dance, we share the word of God, we do a lot of things. In this page, there's no one thing. There are so many things happening all together. So even this show is yet another thing that maybe in future is going to grow up in something bigger. So I can't wait to see you there tomorrow. And just a reminder that this is a secure zone for you. This is a judgment-free zone. And if you're afraid to share your hearts, your thoughts, I just want to remind you that this is a safe place. This is a safe place for every one of us. This is a tribe where we belong, where we share our hearts, our minds, where we share our weakness, that we can be able to get a sister, a brother to help us and be able to change and become better versions of ourselves. We just want to become better versions of ourselves. We don't want to compete with anyone else, but to compete with ourselves to become better than what we were before. So have a beautiful morning, have a beautiful afternoon, have a beautiful evening. And for those ones in Townsville or maybe in Queensland, in Australia, some of them are going to be night now. It's night. So have a beautiful night. God bless you. And let us know what time is it now at your place. Let us know. Let us know what time is it when you're watching. Maybe you're watching the replay. Let us know what time is it right at the time you're watching. So I can't wait to see you in our next series from tomorrow and next week. God bless you. Have a beautiful time. Bye. It doesn't want to go.